Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, choking Luna scores. Lee Finnegan a date with Dollar Bill? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers have hinted various times that Dollar Bill Spencer and Lee Finnegan could have a romantic future ahead of them. At one point, fans were convinced Bill and Lee were going to hook up, and then Poppy Nozawa's arrival put the kibosh on that, but there's no denying the chemistry the doctor and publishing tycoon had. Are the daytime soap stars finally aligning for a Bill Spencer and Lee Finnegan romance? Here's what's coming up next on The Bold and Beautiful. Spoilers below. B&B spoilers. Lee Finnegan heartbroken over Luna's misdeeds last week on B&B. Dr. Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, made a horrifying discovery. Not only had Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, betrayed her after she risked her career to save her, she also snuck out and raped Will Spencer Jr., Crew Morrow. Just in case Luna wasn't done stomping on her grandma's heart, she threw in a positive pregnancy test, too. The Bold and the Beautiful viewers were shocked when Lee Finnegan snapped and began trying to choke her psychotic granddaughter. We never support resorting violence, but if anyone had it coming, it was probably Luna. Fans speculated that Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, would be furious at Lee Finnegan for helping Luna fake her death and return to ruining lives. After all, if Lee hasn't saved her granddaughter and brought her home, Will Spencer Jr. never would have ended up getting her pregnant. But was Bill Spencer impressed that Lee stood her ground and turned on Luna? Bill Spencer has an axe to grind with Luna Nozawa for numerous reasons. First, she pretended to be his daughter. Then she tried to put his girlfriend, Poppy, away for murder. And then she betrayed his trust after he got her pardoned from murder charges. Luna continued wreaking havoc on the Spencer family by shooting Liam and raping Will. B&B spoilers. Bill bonds with Lee over Luna. Betrayal. According to B&B spoilers, Bill and Lee could actually bond over both getting taken advantage of by Luna. If anyone knows what it's like to be made a fool of by Luna Nozawa, it's Bill Spencer. Plus, rumors have hinted for a while now that Bill has a romance coming up on the soap. Is Lee Finnegan the woman for him after all? Los Angeles is never short of drama, and The Bold and the Beautiful is about to serve up one of the most unexpected twists yet. An incident involving Luna, a medical crisis, and the magnetic pull of Dollar Bill Spencer. But in true soap fashion, this isn't just a case of saving a life. It could open the door to an unexpected romance, with Lee Finnegan finding herself once again on Bill's radar. Luna's terrifying medical scare. The week begins with Luna caught in a startling health crisis. A simple afternoon at the Forrester mansion turns into chaos when Luna begins choking during a family lunch. RJ rushes to her side, panicked and helpless, while Steffi screams for someone to call 911. It's a moment that shakes the usually composed Forrester household to its core. Lee, who happens to be nearby thanks to a tense conversation she was having with Finn about his loyalty to Steffi versus his mother, rushes in just in time. As a doctor, her training kicks in instantly. She performs the Heimlich maneuver and manages to save Luna in the nick of time. But instead of the family praising Lee, the incident spirals into fresh conflict. Some whisper that Luna's collapse is stress-related, triggered by the ongoing paternity whispers and the shadow Poppy cast over her daughter's life. Others suggest maybe Luna was poisoned, or at least tampered with, since the Forresters always seem to attract dangerous vendettas. Whatever the cause, Lee becomes the unsung hero of the moment. And her heroic actions don't go unnoticed by one powerful man who has been circling her orbit, Dollar Bill Spencer. Bill sees Lee in a new light. Bill has been trying for months to push back into the Finnegan orbit. Once upon a time, he shared sizzling chemistry with Lee. Their bond started when she was at her lowest, hiding Finn after Sheila's shooting, desperate to keep her son alive. Bill stepped in, offered protection, and even sparked something dangerously close to love between them. But as quickly as it started, it fizzled. Now, with this dramatic turn of events, Bill finds himself drawn back in. He hears about Lee's life-saving act and makes it his business to check on her. Naturally, Bill arrives at the hospital in full knight-in-shining armor mode, concerned for Luna's condition but laser-focused on praising Lee. "You were incredible," he tells her, his gravelly voice dripping with admiration. "Always knew you were tough, but saving your niece like that? You're a damn hero. For Lee, who is often overshadowed by Finn and belittled by Poppy, the acknowledgement feels different. Bill has a way of seeing people as more than their scars and their mistakes. He sees strength, and in Lee, he sees a woman who commands respect. Luna as the unlikely Cupid, ironically. Luna's choking incident becomes the very thing that reignites sparks between Lee and Bill. While Luna recovers in the hospital, she notices how Bill hovers around her aunt. At first, she teases Lee playfully. "Auntie, you've got your very own knight in shining armor." Lee brushes it off, insisting she has no time for distractions, especially not a man like Bill Spencer. But Luna, who has been through her own fair share of romantic drama with RJ, points out that Bill's attention isn't just casual. "He really cares about you," Luna insists. "You should let yourself be happy too." Could it be that Luna, fresh off her brush with death, is about to play matchmaker for her aunt? Finn's disapproval looms. Large, of course, nothing in The Bold and the Beautiful is simple. While Bill and Lee's chemistry starts sparking again, Finn steps in with his usual protective streak. "Mom, please tell me you're not considering getting involved with Bill Spencer again," Finn says, his voice edged with frustration. The man is trouble and we both know it, but Lee isn't in the mood to hear it. She snaps back that Finn is a grown man who constantly makes his own choices with Steffi, Luna, and even his involvement with Sheila in the past. Why shouldn't she be allowed the same freedom? "If Dollar Bill Spencer wants to wine and dine me, that's my business," she fires back. Finn is horrified. The last thing he wants is his mother entangled with a man like Bill, especially given Bill's past involvement with Sheila. The history is messy, and Finn doesn't want to see his mother hurt or dragged into another storm of scandal. Bill's bold move, however, isn't the kind of man to sit around and wait. After Luna's release from the hospital, he makes his move. He invites Lee out to dinner, insisting it's not a date, just a celebration of saving a life. Of course, everyone knows Bill Spencer never does anything without an agenda. At the restaurant, Bill turns on the charm full throttle. He compliments Lee, listens intently to her stories about her career, and makes her laugh, a rarity for the usually stern and guarded doctor. Lee resists at first, reminding him of their failed past. But Bill isn't discouraged. "Maybe the timing wasn't right before," he says smoothly, "but I think it is now." The way he looks at her, the sincerity in his tone. It's enough to make Lee's armor crack just a little. Steffi and Ridge react. Meanwhile, word of Bill and Lee's possible rekindling spreads through the Forrester grapevine. Steffi, who has her own complicated history with Bill, is floored by the news. She warns Lee to tread carefully, arguing that Bill's loyalty is never permanent. Ridge, on the other hand, can't help but mock Bill's sudden hero worship. But both may have underestimated just how determined Bill can be when he sets his sights on something, or someone. And right now, his target is clear. Lee Finnegan, a new power couple in the making? If Lee lets down her guard, she could find herself swept into a whirlwind romance that not only reignites passion, but also shifts the power balance in Los Angeles. Imagine it, Lee Finnegan and Bill Spencer as a power couple. Her brilliance and integrity combined with his ruthlessness and charm. Together, they could dominate both the medical and business worlds. But with Finn's disapproval, Steffi's warnings, and Sheila still lurking in the shadows, there's no way this romance would come without complications. Final thoughts. Luna's choking scare may have been terrifying, but in Soapland, even near-death experiences can pave the way for romance. If Dollar Bill gets his way, Lee Finnegan won't just be remembered as the doctor who saved her niece. She'll become the woman who tamed the Spencer stallion. And let's be honest, in a town where alliances shift daily, seeing Lee and Bill team up could send shockwaves through Los Angeles society. The only question is, will Lee let herself take the leap? Or will she let her fear of heartbreak hold her back? One thing is certain. The Bold and the Beautiful is about to get a lot messier.